In the June last year, I graduated from high school and thrilled by the coming college life in America. The idea of America I used to know was from Hollywood movies and TV shows. The most popular American TV shows in China in the last decade were probably Friends and Sex and the City. So many students use this to learn English. And when I was in high school, there was one TV show was so popular. Every teens with access to internet and computer would have heard it, Gossip Girls. So when people talk about America, all I could imagine was New York City and other pop cultures such as NBA, McDonald's, and American Troopers. So, after 22 hours flight from Beijing to Atlanta, I was shocked. I left my country to the other side of Earth for better education, but most importantly, to see the world. I wanted to see this, not forest. And I went to Oxford College, which is just too suburban to be the America I knew. To be honest, I feel I shouldn't leave my city at all, because life there was much energetic and convenient. I was accustomed to go wherever I want by public transportation when I was in Beijing. This is my home, and that's where my high school locates. Every morning I took subway to school. The subways are available every 3 minutes on rush hour. Here the bus comes every 30 minutes. And not all stops have schedule, and there are only 4 lines for Marta subway. And without a car, there are so much places you can go. I was also used to be able to get what I need within walking distance. Around my high school, there are 4 shopping malls and 4 movie theaters. I think that's why I feel so attached to New York City. Not only because most TVs I watched were about New York City, also it shares some similarities with my city Beijing. However, after a year in Oxford, my perspective changes. When I was in Beijing this summer, there are certain things I found intolerable. The pace of the city was too fast. There are too many cars which lead to severe air pollution. Everywhere is crowded. In rush hours, at some station of the subway, you might need to wait more than 2 trains before you could finally get aboard. And not every car would love to let the passers-by go first. All these flaws of the city were resulted from one reason. There are too many people. The data here means the same area land which used by every 3 people in Atlanta with great air. It would be used by 15 people in Beijing, accompanied with terrible air pollution. Also, in China, you live in the threat of poisoned food, which is resulted from immature government supervision. And tiny apartment in the city. This kind of apartment is affordable for the family which both wife and husband work as white-collar workers. And here in Atlanta, a couple have similar working situation can have the house like this in a lovely community. It has backyard where the kids can play there. I stayed with my parents' friend last Thanksgiving. Their house is a typical suburban house. 5 bedrooms, big kitchen. This is the guest room I have stayed. It is even bigger than my bedroom in Beijing. Their life here is peaceful. They don't have lots of pressure and tension. Here I saw government cares people. We have school bus here, and people are polite and warm. Unlike the big city, people are rude and careless to others. I think my preference to lifestyle has been largely affected by where I'm raised. However, I think the 4 year in college would